today's guest on Divine Intervention was born Jason Bennett, right here in Kingston at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. It was also here that his mother abandoned him. The effects of rejection and being forsaken would slowly consume Jason right through to adulthood, where God intervened. I am Tamika Price Henry, and this is the story of Jason Bennett, now known as Richard Mckenzie.
Growing up in a children's home for me was really a mixed feeling, which one would look at as good and bad. You have to deal with the whole series of rejection, pain, just a life of trauma, yet it can sometimes be good because of the people who, encourages us from time to time. The home has developed me into who I am today amidst the challenges. The home really groomed me. But if I should say that all was well throughout the years, I wouldn't be speaking the truth, But I realized that because of the things that happened to me throughout the years, living in the orphanage, I had mixed feelings about God, and serious mixed feelings about God, because one, I couldn't believe that a God who lives in heaven, looking down on earth, who says in his word, I am a God for the motherless and the fatherless. You know what I mean? And when your mother and father forsake you, then the Lord will take you up. Question, that used to puzzle my mind was, why is it then, if God be God, why is it my mother forsake me? If God be God, why is it some of the staff at the home used to abuse not only me, but us, in such a horrible way, and we were called names that were not good names. You know what I mean? Some of us, and as a child, I could always remember this word in my mind. As long as you don't have no mama and papa, nobody, you know what I mean? So, you grew up with that kind of mentality that you're nobody's child, and people used to look down on us. When you're dealing with the rejection was really one of the worst. I consider rejection to be the worst feeling in creation. And I say worst feeling in creation is because nothing can be worse than when you feel cast aside. But back then, once you used the wet bed, a cold drum of water would have been prepared, from the night before. So if you wet your bed, they would put you into that cold drum of water. And, there's a thing called Sibblejack stick. Sibblejack. So they would beat you and put you in that cold drum of water, things like that. You had to get up, and you had certain amount of work to do for the day. So if you did not accomplish certain work throughout the day, then what they would have done was to withhold your breakfast. So sometimes you go to school, sometimes you would you'd go to bed, hungry and stuff like that. One of the greatest memory, or my memory of the home, is that they teach you the Word of God. So every morning, as we as we awake to go to breakfast, we had to have devotion. Devotion was necessary every single morning. We had Sunday school, we had to recite verses. And I think me being a preacher today has much to do with the foundation that was set, even though at the age of 14, I turned my heart towards God. And the reason being is because I became knowledgeable of the fact that I would have reached the age of 18. And when you reach that age, then you have to leave the home. So my whole consciousness kicked in, and I realized that, depression and the whole works there, came about. Then I started questioning myself, and questioning God. Why is it I was born like that? I mean, why is it letting me come here to suffer and, the whole works? So when I realized that, it seemed as if I'm praying and nothing is happening. I'm saying, God, why did my mother abandon me? Where is Cecile Bennett? I keep asking myself, Cecile Bennett. It's like every day as I awake, my wish was to see Cecile Bennett. But the truth is, I would pray to God and pray to God, but trying to touch God, trying to reach God, I just felt like I was talking to a dumb person, So I've never had any personal encounter with God. I've never met him before. I was always told about him. So because of that, I said to myself, there is no God. So as the abuse were intensified, I didn't see the reason for living. So I started to, I did everything in my power to tell myself that I'm not going to live. So I remember I went into the bathroom and drank some disinfectant, and I would take the pills that I saw and just drink whatever the pills are. I just overdosed myself. But I don't know why, when I went all the way to do all of these things, I'm still alive. So at the age of 14, I became angry. I decided that God is not really doing anything for me. And if there's a God, why people are suffering? If there's a God, then why is it people are killing? I mean, so many questions came to me, and so I just closed my heart and then influenced other people that there's no God. Strange enough, I taught myself as God if there was a God, So I lived my own philosophy, lived my own life. God was about to do something for me, I thought, by allowing some ministers to come to the home. And I thought this was the end to all my problems, So they came and they liked me, and they said they wanted this child. So I passed the age for adoption, so they would have to foster me now.
Don't go. Divine intervention returns in a moment.
Looking for that place to keep your valuables safe? Look no more. Come to Portmore Self-Storage. They provide container storage from 5 foot to 40 foot to keep your valuables safe at an affordable rate. Spacious and sturdy facility to secure your valuables every day. So delay no more. Visit or call Portmore Self-Storage, 3C Brighton Parkway, Portmore Pines. Telephone 347-1432. Maximum security for 24 hours is provided. A friendly and professional staff awaits you. Portmore Self-Storage, a safe haven for all your valuables.
Jamaica's only complete music store is now at a new location. 8 South Avenue is the new home of the Music Mart. Shop in ease and comfort for everything music. Pianos, keyboards, wind instruments, violins, CDs of every genre, PA equipment, recording equipment and accessories, DJ equipment, acoustic and electric guitars and drums, amplifiers, effects pedals, tuners, sheet music, instruction texts and reference books. All these and much more at affordable prices. The Music Mart, now at 8 South Avenue, Kingston 10. The Music Mart, Jamaica's only complete music store.
House Events, located at 11 Lindsay Crescent, Kingston 10. We offer invitations and programs, ceremonies, receptions, and venue rental, wedding flowers and bouquet, wedding dresses, wedding cakes, drive-through weddings Mondays through Friday. Visit our website at www.victoriahouseeventsja.com. Call us at 969-8354 or WhatsApp at 277-1348. You can like us on Facebook at Victoria Events Jamaica.
Maypen, take your prescription to Tate's Pharmacy in Bargain Village Plaza, Maypen. They stock gifts, toys, baby world for everything baby. Visit the food court and the internet cafe all under one roof. Tate's Pharmacy, Maypen, bringing you the best of health.
See, Grandma, here's the laptop I was telling you about. It's portable, it has touch screen, and then online capabilities where you could keep up to date with your church website.
Why would I need all of that when I have my phablet? It's a phone and tablet in one.
Find the tech item for you at Royal Computers and Accessories. We've got the widest variety at the lowest prices. Laptops, tablets, phone, phablets, computer parts, accessories, and more. And all the best brands. If we don't have it, we'll source it. We're your one-stop shop for all things computers.
I just hit my car, the bumper damage, and I can't afford a new one.
Batman. Go to Plastico. They repair bumpers, radiators, headlamps, mirrors, water and gas tanks, plastic household items, car body and Duco too. Come to Plastico at shop number 9, 18 Malines Road, Kingston 10. Telephone 754-5150 or 578-1896. Plastico, the best in bumper repairs and other plastic weldings.
Welcome back to Divine Intervention. Now a 17-year-old foster child of religious ministers, Jason's name has been changed to Richard Mckenzie. But would a new name, home, and parents be what Richard always imagined?
My experience was good and it was bad at the same time, but I remember more bad because, to be honest with you, I never had that relationship with them. And I felt they used to scorn me. Why? Because I never had the opportunity to eat around that table with them, you know. So they were husband and wife and they had their 2 kids, and you had 2 tables. One table with the ministers, the minister table, and the helper's table. So the helper used to sit at her table and I was put to sit at the helper's table, you know. They told me one day that my behavior is very strange, so they would not keep me in the house. So I have to go. So I told them that I have nowhere to go because, you know, I don't have a family, you know. And by the way, quite a number of times I seek to run away from the home. But when I reach the gate, I say to myself, where am I going? You know, I try to run away sometimes, but still find myself there, you know. But they put me out of the house and told me to stay by a church brother who used to pay rent, you know, by an Adventist woman. And so I was, you know, Jamaicans, in Jamaica we say I catch, you know. So I catch there for a while, you know, and the church brother and the landlord could not get along. So he moved out of the house, you know, and left me there. No, I wasn't working. I couldn't pay my rent. And so the landlord told me to get out. So I had nowhere to go. So I went back to my parent, who would be ministers, you know, and I said to them that I have nowhere to go. And they said, we can't keep you. You're on your own. We are not going to take you back. Moreover, the lady, which is the wife of the husband, when they took me from the home, they said to me, call us mother, call us dad, because we're your now new parent, you know. And so I realized that things changed. So I remember while I was there, they said to me, do not call us mother, do not call us father. Just say we took you in for a while. And that destroyed my life because it was now, I felt so rejected, again. When I thought it was the end to the trauma, it was a beginning of a new thing. So I used to sleep in the marketplace and I used to eat out of the bin. I couldn't wait for KFC to be dumped in the, at nights, They used to dump the KFC like every night, and I used to eat out of the bin. Walk around Mandeville with a white sheet, smelling, with a cheese pan, I would go places sometimes just to wipe up. Couldn't have a decent shower, It was horrible, it was horrible. I sleep almost everywhere. And it was very fearful. Fearful for me. Fearful for the fact that I felt I was going to die. Every night was the coldest night in my life. And I remember the lady, the guy that I stayed with at the house, his mother used to come to the house and look for him. So she saw me on the street and she said, I know you. And she had 11 children, And she said to me, I'm going to take you home. And so I had to fix my life around where the lady put my stuff out, and she said, come home and live with me. And no one had a clue what I was really passing through, And so that lady with 11 children took me in her house. Yes, and after she took me in her house, she told her children, all of you must respect this man. Respect him. He is your brother. And you know what happened? She said, if you cook any food, make sure that you give him first. She put me up for about 6 months until my life was turned around. She got a job for me. And so it didn't really say that I trusted God anyway, because I was angry. I used to curse ministers. When ministers, were telling me that God has a plan for your life, and God says, young man, change your life. I used to curse ministers. It was like my joy to curse church folks and, mock them and all that kind of stuff. And I went to a tent crusade one night, and a pastor said to me, young man, you at the back of the tent, come here. The Lord has a plan for your life. And the man said, if you don't come, the Lord is going to deal with you. I said, move from here, so pastor. You can't move from here, so pastor, because, you always have mouth to talk, And I said to the pastor, lie here, tell God I have no plan for my life. Just chat, you know what I mean? So the pastor said to me, God has a plan for your life. You need to give your life to God. And I said, I don't even believe in a God.
Little did Richard know that God had started to work in his life and had more plans for completely changing his life. Find out more when we return after this break.
Looking for that place to keep your valuables safe? Look no more. Come to Portmore Self-Storage. They provide container storage from 5 foot to 40 foot to keep your valuables safe at an affordable rate. Spacious and sturdy facility to secure your valuables every day. So delay no more. Visit or call Portmore Self-Storage, 3C Brighton Parkway, Portmore Pines. Telephone 347-1432. Maximum security for 24 hours is provided. A friendly and professional staff awaits you. Portmore Self-Storage, a safe haven for all your valuables.
Jamaica's only complete music store is now at a new location. 8 South Avenue is the new home of the Music Mart. Shop in ease and comfort for everything music. Pianos, keyboards, wind instruments, violins, CDs of every genre, PA equipment, recording equipment and accessories, DJ equipment, acoustic and electric guitars and drums, amplifiers, effects pedals, tuners, sheet music, instruction texts and reference books. All these and much more at affordable prices. The Music Mart, now at 8 South Avenue, Kingston 10. The Music Mart, Jamaica's only complete music store.
House events located at 11 Lindsay Crescent, Kingston 10. We offer invitations and programs, ceremonies, receptions, and venue rental, wedding flowers and bouquet, wedding dresses, wedding cakes, drive-through weddings Mondays through Friday. Visit our website at www.victoriahouseeventsja.com. Call us at 969-8354 or WhatsApp at 277-1348. You can like us on Facebook at Victoria Events Jamaica.
Maypan, take your prescription to Tate's Pharmacy in Bargain Village Plaza, Maypan. They stock gifts, toys, baby world for everything baby. Visit the food court and the internet cafe all under one roof. Tate's Pharmacy, Maypan, bringing you the best of health.
See, Grandma, here's the laptop I was telling you about. It's portable, it has the screen, and then online capabilities where you could keep up to date with your church website.
Why would I need all of that when I have my phablet? It's a phone and tablet in one.
Find the tech item for you at Royal Computers and Accessories. We've got the widest variety at the lowest prices. Laptops, tablets, phone, phablets, computer parts, accessories, and more. And all the best brands. If we don't have it, we'll source it. We're your one-stop shop for all things computers.
I just hit my car, the bumper damage, and I can't afford a new one.
Bad man.
Go to Plastico. They repair bumpers, radiators, headlamps, mirrors, water and gas tanks, plastic household items, car body and Duco too. Come to Plastico at shop number 9, 18 Malines Road, Kingston 10. Telephone 754-5150 or 578-1896. Plastico, the best in bumper repairs and other plastic weldings.
Bitterness, rejection, and anger were the driving forces in Richard Mckenzie's life. It would take a supernatural encounter to change his life forever.
I had a dream one night, and I dreamt that somebody came to me in the dream and said, Richard, it's time to serve God. And I refused to serve God. And 3 times the voice said, you will be transported to hell. And I'm going to tell you this. I think that night I cursed God. That night I cursed God. I said, if you want to kill me, you kill me. Because I'm no good. I'm good for nothing. I was told all the negative stuff. So it really don't make sense, God, my mind is messed up, my brain, everything about me is just mess, is a mess. So God said to me, God told me in the dream, because I knew it was God who told me that I'm going to take you on a journey to hell. And let me tell you something, man of God, if I never believed in hell, I believed after I was transported by my spirit. God took my spirit out of my body and showed me hell. I was in hell for 9 hours. 9 hours. It was real. I'm not talking about a vision. I'm talking about my spirit came out of my body. I saw 2 of me. One was on the bed and one was transported through a dark place. And while I was heading there, I saw what the building looked like. From afar, it looked as if it was a place of light. And it seemed like it's a place of glory because lights were just all over that place. So the man who transported me, which should be the Holy Spirit, I believe, took me all around hell. So I asked, where's the door? Why is it there's no door here? Then he took me to a place, one of the entrance there, and I only saw one big massive door. And my life was transformed because of what I saw. When the door was burst open, a flame of red fire came up and consumed me on the inside. So I cried and I said, "Get me out of this place," and I was told, "You ain't coming back. You're not coming back to earth." Then I saw like people that I knew in hell. Everybody was crying, but the fire was not just red, I'm talking about red hot, blood red hot. And it was just going up. And then I was wondering, how is it I'm in the fire, but I'm not burning? Then I saw this man came and he said to me, "Welcome to our domain." And that was the devil himself. And let me tell you something, nobody wants to go into that place, because it's like when the fire consumes you, you keep going down. It's like you're going down to the bottom of the pit of hell. While we were there, everybody was crying out. There was a great weeping and a great mourning in that place, and people were actually repenting, but it didn't have any effect. Repentance was like nothing. Their voice wasn't being heard. It was torturing, constant torturing. And I got up once, and I said, "Please, God, give me one last chance. If you save me, if you delivered me, I will go and spread this word to the world. I will tell the world that there's a hell, and I'll tell them what I saw." And the man said to me, "You have one last chance. Because of mercy, I will let you go back into your body and tell the world that hell is real." And trust me when I tell you this, man of God, hell is real. Hell is real. And he said to me, "Write a book and tell them about the 9 hour in hell." And I wrote that book. It's called A True Heartbreaking Story About Hell. And that book speaks of the 9 hour to hell and back. From that day, I got up, I started preaching, telling people about Jesus, and I have traveled to over 37 countries, spreading the word about hell, telling people about the message of hell, that hell is real. Orphans out there, listening to me at this time, you can make it. I don't care what your story is like, you can make it. There's a song that I have on YouTube, "I Can Make It." You can search Ari Mckenzie. That was recorded for you. You can make it to the top. And I'm going to say, if God could do it for me, he can do it for you. Here I am today. I'm blessed to be a part of the family of God. And just make sure that if you have not forgiven your brothers or sisters, or even your parent that you don't know, forgive them. Because God is about to do something in your life that will change your life forevermore. Get ready for the transition. And to the rest of Jamaica, those listening, you may not be an orphan. You may have had struggles, but I want you to know this, that in everything that you're going through, God has a plan for your life. God can take nothing and turn into something. God can make you what you need to be. And when God gets ready, just move at his will. Move at his purpose. Move at his call. And I'm here to encourage your hearts today. Don't give up. Don't give up. You may be at the last. You may be at the bottom. But remember, one day, when man can't take you up, Christ is going to find you where you are and lift you up. There is hope in Jesus. There is life in him.
Today, if you hear his voice, don't turn a deaf ear. Answer the call. Remember, who the Son has set free is free indeed. This has been Divine Intervention, and I'm your host, Tamika Price Henry. See you next week.